Hello everyone, if you're watching this, you're probably new to using SpeedQuizzing Pro. SpeedQuizzing Pro is the version of SpeedQuizzing that you use in venues like pubs and things rather than online. And it will no doubt say unauthorized in the top right hand corner or demo mode if you're watching this. I've got 3 teams connected on the left hand side, devices if you like. If I connect a 4th one, it connects fine. But if I try to connect a 5th one, it says demo mode. Okay, so in demo mode, you can only connect up to 4 devices. So when you first download it, it's in demo mode and it should say unauthorized there. If it says demo mode there rather than unauthorized, then that indicates that you have already authorized this computer. So you can probably jump to about 2 minutes 55 seconds on this video to skip the authorization process and move straight to the activating. So go to the SpeedQuizzing website, which is speedquizzing.com, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click there and you're going to click sign up to create an account. Fill in the form, create the user account. You will need to go into your emails, find the verification email and confirm the account. Once you've created the account, you'll sign into the account and you'll get into the members area. If you're presented with this dialog, SpeedQuizzing Pro or SpeedQuizzing Web, make sure to always press SpeedQuizzing Pro and make sure that always is highlighted blue there where it says Pro when you're in the members area. So there's a couple of things we still need to do before we can book an activation. But what is an activation? An activation lasts for 24 hours. It actually lasts for 36 really, because it goes on till 6 o'clock the next morning. But if you don't book it till say 5 o'clock at night, you don't get a full 24 hours. You just get from 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock the next morning. Okay, and an activation, what it does is it gets rid of this demo mode, which means that I can connect as many as I want. So if I try and connect another now, it says demo mode. As well as the activation allowing you to connect over 4 devices, it will also give you one of these folders with 61 questions in. Before I book an activation, there's a couple of things I need to do. You see it says unauthorized there. If yours says demo mode, then you've already authorized it and you don't need to do this step. Okay, I'm going to click on where it says authorized, and because I've now set up an account, I should know my login details. And the important thing in the computer name, just give it something that means something to you. I'm going to call it my MacBook. If it's a Windows machine, you might call it my main laptop or my Dell or something like that. Once you've done it, you click authorize now. But you do need an internet connection for this, obviously, because it's going to talk to our servers. Give it a second. There you go. It is now, it says there, SpeedQuizzing is authorized. So if I click on there, now it's gone from saying authorized to demo mode. So it still says demo mode down there, but we're a step nearer. You only need to authorize it once as part of the setup. Now we go back to the website where I'm still signed in, and before I can book activation now, the last thing I need to do is buy credits. You can see that it says I have 0 credits. Now a credit for SpeedQuizzing Pro, which we're using, you need 3 credits each time you use it to buy an activation. 3 credits is the least expensive option, which will get you 1 quiz, but you can save money by buying bundles. So I'm going to buy 12 credits, which will get me 4 SpeedQuizzing Pro activations. There you go, 12 credits. So finally I can click book activation. I'm going to click on today's date and book it for today for the purpose of this demo, but you would usually book in advance, especially if you're wanting to get it on the SpeedQuizzing SQ Finder map, which I'll show you more about in a minute. So you can see here it says my MacBook. That's because that's what I typed in when I did the authorization. So it's found that, my MacBook. Scroll down. This next section here pertains to the quiz pack, the set of 61 questions that is included with the activation. So UK or international, that's self-explanatory. If you're in the UK, you're going to leave that. If you're in the USA, you'll put that. Anywhere else, you can choose UK or USA or rest of the world. Themed quiz, you would only ever tick that one of them options if you're doing a full night of football questions or a full night of music or a full night of film and TV. Otherwise, you just leave them unticked and you'll get general knowledge, which will include a bit of sport and music and film and TV, but other stuff as well. Okay, unless you're doing a student union type place where you would tick younger, I would just leave that as average age. Often on your first night, I would usually tick easier because you never know who's going to be playing. This explicit content, now if you leave that ticked, you've nothing to worry about. If you untick it, be sure to read the red text explaining why you need to exercise caution when unticking it, because you could get some sweary questions or questions that not everyone might find funny. And we go down here, keypad. Unless you're an experienced quiz host, leave them all set to keypad. You don't want to be attempting buzzing on your first ever quiz. Nearest wins, that's just explaining that you get one nearest wins question included with the quiz pack. And now we get down to this bit about promoting the listing. If you're doing this quiz for some friends at a house party or at a works event or anything where you don't want the public coming, then you would tick non-public events. However, if this is a regular pub quiz or a charity night where you want the public to find out about it, you're going to click new events and we're going to click create a venue first. So I'm going to put the block. I'm now going to say where it is. It's found it on the map, which makes it easy. And I scroll down and I'm happy with where it is. I'm going to click save. The venue's saved. It can be a bit confusing. This now I have to click new event again, but this time I will be able to see the block as a venue in the drop down list. So event name, I can call it what I want. The start time, 8 PM. You don't have to fill all these in, but this is what the public will get to see if they go looking on our SQ Finder page. Entry fee, minimum age. Again, this is all at your discretion. Maximum players, bar vouchers. Don't know the social network link, that's not important. So now I can see there it's set it up as a template, so I don't need to do this every week. So I would just tick that. And then at future events at the same place, you would just make sure that's ticked. Now down here, if it's a regular event, you would leave that tick. Please allow SpeedQuizzing to publicise your next event at this venue in 1 week. The reason for that is if you don't book your activation straight away, it's not going to be on the map. That will make sure it does go on the map. Okay. I have read and understand, blah, blah, continue booking. So I've got 9 SpeedQuizzing credits remaining, and if I look on there, booked activations, I can now see it. 25th of July for my MacBook. Now all there is remaining to do is to go and install the activation. Now I did mention that you might book your activation a week in advance, but you wouldn't install it until on the day or the day before because you want the questions to be as up to date and as current as possible. So it is the date of the event today, so I'm going to click where it says demo mode and I'm going to click easy activate. Now this will look for an activation to see if there's one booked. It's found one, ready to install, date Thursday the 25th, that's today's date for my MacBook. Install now. If ever you've got one of our SpeedQuizzing hubs plugged in at this point, you might find that it says that there's no internet connection. You just need to unplug the hub just to install the activation, then you can plug it back in again. That's installed it from the start time, 12 o'clock this morning until 6 o'clock tomorrow. I think earlier on I did say you get 36 hours. That was a lie, wasn't it? Because you get 30 hours. Okay, here we go. Done. Close that. And now you will see activated in the top right hand corner, which will stay like that until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. But most importantly, there's no demo mode covering these bottom 2 teams. And you'll see here, we've got 25th of July, a quiz pack. If I go to that view, you'll see it there, 25th of July, and there it is. Now all I need to show you is why you put those event details in. So if we go back to the website, and I click on here, and I click on find an event, there's the map of the UK. If I scroll out, sorry about the big hand instead of an arrow, it's something to do with the setting I've got to make the arrow bigger for the tutorial. So there's the US, there's the UK, there's the other little bits and bobs we've got going on all around. If I scroll in, and in fact no, I'll do a search in here for quizzes in York, which is where I live. There they are, and see if I can find mine. I'll scroll out a little bit. I think it's probably going to be that one there. The Block, there you go. The Block, Goodrum Gate, 8 PM Thursday, 25. So that's a great way. We know there's hundreds of people using this map a week now, so it's worth advertising your event on the map if you're wanting people to find it. So just to recap, the authorization you only need to do once ever as part of the setup. The activation you do every week, the second part. Okay, thanks for watching. Good luck with the quizzing.